Hello everyone, my name is Kay James and welcome to the second episode in my series of Adobe Illustrator tutorials for beginners. This episode is going to be focused on interface panels, workspaces, and artboards. Now, what's very important to know before getting down to creating artwork is understanding the interface. To do that, we are going to start with learning how to create your own document so that you have something to work on. To do this, go up to File here in the top left corner and select New. This will bring up a window where you can name your document right here. You can select what you want to use your document for, and you can also, there are also many other options. You can also select how many artboards you want on your document. For mine, I am just going for a simple A4 document selected here, and I'm going to go with 2 artboards. This area here is your whole workspace that contains the pasteboard and your artboards. You can put artwork anywhere here, but the artboard will be the only place where it's registered for print or other uses. The pasteboard is very useful for if you want to have some artwork saved for later. Say I put this here. This is just a simple vector shape. I can keep it off here, and if I want to use it again, I can always put it back on. Now, what you have here is your document with all these buttons and options around the edges, and in order to create something, you will need to know what this is. To start off with, perhaps the most important part, the sidebar on the left, or better known as the toolbar. This toolbar contains all the important tools to create artwork, such as the pen, pencil, vector shape, and many more. This section also has more tools than you think, because some of these tools have sub-ones as well. This can be seen by clicking and holding on tools with the small white arrow in the bottom right, such as here. When you want to get to subtools, you will always have to click and hold on it, but if you want easier access to these, while still holding down, you can come over and drag to this arrow and get a small box with all the options that's movable. The next section is the top bar, or better known as the control bar. This bar will change depending on what you have selected in the workspace area. For example, if I have some text selected, it'll change to all these different text options, but if I have a vector selected, it'll change to all these different vector options. The next important part are these, the next important part are all these panels on the right. These panels are used for all kinds of things and have many other functions, such as editing color, connecting objects, or making something transparent. This array of panels can be changed easily by going up here near the top right, and it will give you a list of options depending on what kind of work you are creating. I like to use Essentials because it has everything that I need. There are also a lot more panels than what is here. If you go up to Window, you will find many more panels that can be selected and then dragged into your toolbar onto the right. One of the most useful panels is the Artboards panel. If I quickly open that by going up to Window and selecting Artboards, you will see that it has a list of all the artboards I have on here. It is a place where you can rename them, add more, choose which one you want in front and on top, and so on, and delete them. Finally, down the bottom is where you have your navigation bar. You can also navigate around the page through many other ways, such as pressing Z and then clicking to zoom in. You can also zoom out by clicking Alt and then clicking again. Some other useful keys are Control-0 or on Mac Command-0. And that will basically fit this canvas, this artboard, to your workspace. There's another useful tool, which is Control-1 or Command-1 if you're on a Mac, and you can use it to zoom the whole page to 100%. You can also hold Spacebar to activate the hand tool and drag your way around the workspace. A final navigation tip is that when you are finished with your work, you might find it useful to press Tab to remove all the panels around. This may have been a lot of information to take in, so if you want to re-look at some of the hotkeys, please check the description below. So that about wraps up the basics of navigating your way around the interface and being able to understand everything. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video.